Welcome to my Days of Our Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Time is running out. The Great Escape, stewing the worst days of our lives indicate some stunners in Salem as suckers head into the weekend. Time is running out for two characters, while someone tries to escape their current circumstances and loved bones. Sweat the worst case script is upon them. What kind of drama is set to unfold during Friday's show? Time to dive right in. Days of Our Lives. The timepiece is ticking for Wendy Shin and Tripp Johnson. Days spoilers for Friday, March 8th reveal that time is running out for Wendy Shin and Tripp Johnson as they remain locked up in the beer tank. When suckers last saw the two, the reflections had been mysteriously closed, and the two were living on espoused time. Will someone get to them in time? They'll likely get saved, but looks like it won't be until the veritably last moment. Days of Our Lives spoilers Friday, March 8th. Time is running out. The Great Escape, fearing Days spoilers, Clyde Weston's captivity escape. Speaking of being locked up, hint that Clyde Weston will try to escape from Stateville. Still, he won't be suitable to pull this off on his own, and it sounds like Ava Vitale, Steve Johnson and John Black will help him. Will he tell them where Wendy and Tripp are, once he's freed? Where will Clyde go? Formerly he becomes a free man. Days of Our Lives. Paulina Price's loved bones sweat the worst incipiently. Days spoilers for Friday's show note that Lonnie Price and Chanel Dupree DiMera will grow decreasingly concerned about Paulina Price as she takes a turn for the worse. Is this the end of Salem's mayor as suckers know it? In other news, Abe Carver will tell Paulina he loves her. Could this dire situation deter his memory? Bobby's mother. The key to Everett's creation, nonage trauma and just be nice mantra explained. Days of Our Lives reveal that Everett Lynch aka Bobby Stein's first remedy session with Marlena Evans proved to be relatively meaning and offered some great hints about his backstory. In DOL's March 6th occasion, Everett opened up about his kind mama, who loved to singe and formerly made him a Formula One race car cutlet. Everett claimed that his mama's mantra was just be nice, but he admitted he hadn't allowed about her in a long time. As for Everett's father, he plotted to flash back anything at each about him. Everett wondered why he'd fully annihilate his pater from his mind, but he guessed it was presumably due to the brain injury and got Marlena to back him up on that. Of course, we should point out this doesn't relatively line up with Everett's story in the January 29th show. In that day's occasion, Everett talked to Stephanie about losing his mama as a sprat and recalled that his father drank heavily. Still, that doesn't inescapably mean Everett was lying to Marlena. There are actually major durability issues on Days right now, and that may be a problem in particular for Everett's plot, which interposers claim has been heavily caught by the scab pens. Anyhow, we need to take all these hints into account as we pound over Everett and how he came to be. Everett's records indicate that he was born Robert Everett Stein and that his mama's demoiselle name was Lynch. Grounded on Everett's loving recollections of his mama and the fact that he took her surname, he obviously watched for her and wanted to recognize her on some position with what appears to be an alternate personality. Dissociative identity complaint is frequently the result of nonage trauma, so the loss of Everett's mama may be a factor then. It's easy to imagine Bobby's drunk pater being vituperative and maybe causing his woman's demise. Little Bobby might have witnessed it and blocked it out. Still, the more likely option might be that Bobby was a bit of a bad seed, or at least his father made him feel like that. What if Bobby fought back against his father ever and his poor mama got in the way? Could Bobby have accidentally caused his mama's grim fate when he was a child? Bobby's pater might have covered it up and continued to drink himself into oblivion. As for Bobby, perhaps he demanded a managing strategy to deal with the guilt of what happened. Bobby may have embraced his mama's just be nice aphorism and created Nice Everett as his new personality, leaving the cruel Bobby that Jada Hunter remembers to do all the bad stuff. Whatever the case, Days say Bobby's mama may have played a huge part in why his mind constructed Everett Lynch. All that talk about baking and the Formula One race car cutlet may have been an indication as well. It might have been a clever play on words since Bobby was sort of the formula bone or original form before Everett came on latterly. Days of Our Lives say Everett has a lot further trauma to unpack and will ultimately go off the rails big time. Are Everett Lynch's days numbered on the soap? Days of Our Lives elude the plot girding Everett Lynch continues to get further and further intriguing. During the Wednesday, March 6 occasion, he'd a violent remedy session with Marlena Evans that offered some information but also created further questions. Will all the hints that Everett could be mentally unstable, will he last the long haul in Salem, or is he on the cusp of exiting the show in a dramatic way? Days of Our Lives, is Everett Lynch dangerous? Days spoilers indicate that Everett isn't what he seems. Suckers have flip-flopped on this character, wondering if he's a idol or a zero. Days of Our Lives, are Everett Lynch's days numbered on the soap? As his story continues, it does look like he may not only be a schemer, but he also could have cerebral or psychopathic tendencies. First effects first, as it stands, Everett claimed during his remedy session that he has no memory of his father. Could this be a taradiddle or buried for a reason? He does flash back his mama and has fond recollections. Still, in numerous ways, it looked as if Everett was threading smoothly during his converse with Marlena. Was he nervous about the remedy session overall, or was he being scrupulous about what he was saying? DOL Everett Lynch's real name. One piece that shocked suckers from the session was the reveal of his name. According to attestation, Everett's real name is Robert Everett Stein, with the name Lynch being his Mama's demoiselle name. Still, using their middle name and Mama's demoiselle name sounds about right if someone were to come up with an alias. Still, actor Blake Barris lately had an interview with Michael Fairman, talking about Everett's plot where he states, "You have all these characters sort of trying to wake up the sleeping giant in a way. I suppose it's safe to say that if you poke a bear, the bear might wake up." Everett has buried issues, but could these all resurface in an explosive way? If Lynch goes on a band of destruction, he may exit DOL in a blaze of glory, which could land him in an internal installation, captivity, or conceivably dead. He might be the coming big villain on the show, but upmost villains only appear sporadically and for specific stories. Does this mean Everett's story in Salem could be ending before it ever truly got the chance to take off? Shocking caller, angel sighting, clock ticking. Days of Our Lives reveal some shocking moments in the land of Salem to protest off the week. One character gets a shocking caller, while a couple sees an angel, and the timepiece is ticking for two individualities and their dire situation. What should suckers anticipate during Monday's show? It's time to unravel it all. Days of Our Lives. Jonas gets an unanticipated caller. Days spoilers for Monday, March 11th indicate that Holly Jonas will get an unanticipated caller, and Tate Black looks like the teen will sneak into his girl confidant's bedroom in expedience that he can talk some sense into her. Days of Our Lives. Shocking caller, angel sighting, clock ticking. Tate's locked down in a halfway house and dealing with a ton of legal straits due to Holly's coma and overdose. Can he move her to come clean about the capsules, or will he get caught in the process? Days. Abe Carver and Paulina Price are visited by an angel over at the sanitarium. Days suggest that as Paulina Price struggles to survive her health issues, she and Abe Carver will be visited by an angel. What exactly does this mean for Paulina, and who's the angel that comes to visit both characters? Suckers will have to tune in to find out. Days of Our Lives. Tripp Johnson and Wendy Shin are living on espoused time across city. Days show note that Ava Vitale, Steve Johnson, and John Black will work as a platoon to try and detect Tripp Johnson and Wendy Shin. The reflections to the beer tank where Trendy was locked into have been closed, and the couple is running out of time. Will they be saved before Commodity Terrible happens? The likely answer to this is yes. Incipiently, Rafe Hernandez, Harris Michaels, and Jada Hunter will lament over Officer Goldman's treason. Will Harris also partake who the real shooter was?